Hello again. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're here watching this particular video, I assume that you're here because either you have a brain tumor or a brain cyst, or a friend or a family member who has, or you're a subscriber to my channel. A couple of people have asked me to give a brief history of my brain tumor story and what I dealt with along the way. So I'm going to give you a quick synopsis of everything that I went through in the next couple of minutes, and then over time I'll break them all down into smaller videos so that we can have a lot of content. I don't want a big 4-hour video about my life story. 2016 in August, I went to Canada with my friends and on a journey, I guess. Just wanted to work, wanted to learn about the world, about different cultures. And then when I was on the plane going over there, the long haul flight expanded whatever fluid was in my tumor, and that was what caused the first initial symptoms. When I got off the plane, everything was just wavy. I had really bad jet lag, and I had what I thought was vertigo at the time. So I got over that. My friends went out for a couple of drinks, I went to bed, and long story short is I spent the next 5 months pretty much working as a stonemason and paying medical bills and trying to find out what was wrong with me. At the time, my symptoms would have been blurry vision, kind of eye wobbles. I had a lot of perineal numbness and my legs were always tingling. So it did feel really strange at the time, but I always thought there was something wrong with my back because I didn't feel much cranial pressure at the time. And then moving on from that, I got to February. I remember February the 1st actually. I couldn't take it anymore, so I rang my parents, got them to pay for my flights home. And my mother worked in the hospital at the time, she still does. But I was managed to get in there and get an MRI very quickly because I knew that coming home, the flight expanded my tumor again and I could feel everything inside me. Could feel the pressure, felt like some mini guy was trying to blow a balloon up in my head. It always felt like very intense. I felt dizzy, numbness in my legs, numbness in my back. Sometimes felt disconnected from my neck, as if my head wasn't connected to my body almost. It was a very strange feeling. Moving on from that, I guess I had the worst anxiety I've had till date for 2 years or so. It was just non-stop heart skipping beats, waking up and with sleepless nights, nightmares in the middle of the night, sweat. It was tough. It was chronic. Anybody that is going through something similar will understand what I'm talking about. So I was diagnosed with a brain cyst at the time in Ireland, and asymptomatic is what I was told, which meant that there wouldn't be any symptoms caused by this particular cyst. Some people told me that I had anxiety, some people told me that I had problems with my mental state, I guess, but I didn't believe that. And straight after my diagnosis from my neurologist, I went home and I googled everything I could and I researched everything I could. And I suppose I just closed my eyes and listened to what was going on inside me, and I just felt too sinister to be asymptomatic. And I knew it had grown because I'd felt it grow twice. At that point, I contacted a very high regarded doctor in America, and we just worked on some of my symptoms, sent over my MRIs and that, and we had to raise a lot of money to get that taken out. Now luckily, right now, at this time, there is a lot more help out there. There's help in London, there's help in Germany, there's help in Australia, certain parts of America, and a lot of it is cheaper than what I would have had to do. At the time it cost us €250,000, but there's a lot cheaper alternatives out there now, and there is a lot of help. I'd just like to say that if you are experiencing any symptoms that would lead you towards thinking that you have a brain tumor or a dangerous brain cyst, you don't have to sit down and go on pain management. If you feel like it's necessary and you feel like you can get over things, I would, because brain surgery isn't very easy either. I've been left with a hole in the back of my head, my neck muscles are severed, my brain has been severed inside, outside, and there's some long-term effects. Like I have damage inside my brain from the tumour itself, damage in my optic nerves, damage pretty much all over my skull really, and these are things that you have to adapt to over time. So I wouldn't go rushing into it, but if you feel like there's something detrimental going on, or anything sinister or visceral inside you, then by all means go for it. I think that's about it really for now. That's my journey. Currently I'm still always adapting, but think one of the main things is that you should just believe in yourself, really. Believe what's going on in your head, understand what's happening inside of you, and move from there. And I guess one of the main things I want to get out of this video is that no matter how you feel in your future, if you go for it or not, you can do anything during the day if you just stay in the moment. Forget about the past, forget about the present. I mean the future. Stay in the present and deal with whatever's happening that moment. That's about it for today, but thank you so much for subscribing. Thanks so much for listening. If you could just chuck a like on the video and subscribe if you're not already, I'd be very appreciative of that. And good night, good day. Bless you all for helping me.